Chelsea are back following a little winter break, and it's the first of two midweek matches in cup competition as we begin with the second leg in this year's Carabao Cup semi-final, of which we trail by a 0-0 to our opponent's championship side, Middlesbrough. Before we begin, as always, please like the video, subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any more content on the channel. Plenty of content daily on the channel. Here is what's to come this week. Come game day, it'll be 2 weeks since our defeat at the Riverside Stadium. Honestly, just what can be said? The performance, so bad. So bad. We've said it so many times over the last season and a half. I've said that sentence over the last season and a half, that this is, or that game, whatever game, was the worst performance we've seen in quite some time, or the worst half of football we've seen in some time, or the worst performance from a player we've seen in some time. I never feel like I'm praising anyone anymore. It's just, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I want to feel what it's like to praise players. We have the odd performance, well, not odd performance, but performances from the likes of Palmer, etc. Enzo Fernandez doing this, Caicedo doing that, Gallagher doing this and that. However you look at that, Petrovic. There's instances of where we've seen good performances, but never like a cohesive thing ever. I don't know. I honestly, if we play anything like we did against Middlesbrough, even remotely in this coming game, with that, we might as well not even bother. But now here we come off the back of a victory against Fulham just a few days after that defeat. And similarly, they too are unbeaten since they played us a win and a draw, I think, against Millwall and Rotherham United. We know they're going to be up for this. Whether they're going to be good is another question. So surely, however, you'd like to believe that given our home form has been pretty good as of late, 6 wins on the bounce in all competitions, 6 wins in a row in all competitions at the Bridge, just one loss in our last 10 at the Bridge. Surely, and when I say surely, I mean come on. Come on, come on, seriously, for the love of everything, for the love of God, surely, when you think maybe I was a bit too overconfident to expect Chelsea to win this game, or, this other team that any other year of the last 20 odd years, you would think this should be a win. But hey, it's a different Chelsea side these days. Surely this should be an expected win. Losing was one thing, but conceding for the first time against Borough in 18 years was ridiculous, let alone losing. Surely the boys have woken up now, realised that performance was an embarrassment. If you're in that team, if you're one of those players, surely all the money, all the fame, everything they've got that comes with the territory, surely they've gone home and they're like, I'm actually pretty fucking embarrassed about that, I can't lie. Whereas you don't really get that. You don't really feel that about players. Okay, for Chelsea or for any team these days, they lose, they go home. It's if you had a bad day at the office, at the end of the day, that's what it feels like with these players. With players in general, it doesn't really come across like they care. And I don't want to put words in their mouth, but I'm just saying, after years and years and years of watching the likes of Drogba, Terry, Lampard, Cech, Mikel, that all those fucking really imperative players, you got the impression that they were proper taken back when they lost a game that they didn't need to win. Even like the 2008 to 2011 era, we lost games that we definitely didn't need to lose, that we shouldn't have lost, that we should have won. And you felt that those players were absolutely disgusted with themselves. And a lot, other than the likes of Thiago Silva, maybe James as well, and maybe a couple of others, the majority of the team, no, they never look like they care at all. So quite honestly, if we lost this, Wouldn't surprise me. I don't think the mentality is so weird at this, at the same time. Surely the boys have woken up. Surely they've realised that was an embarrassing performance, and we can move correctly into the right direction, and that is into the final. Do you even want to go into this final? Honestly, against who? Fulham, Liverpool. Personally, I don't fancy our chances either way. Our Wembley record is horrendous as of late, as we all know. But we'll come across that bridge when we come to it. But honestly, obviously, I'd like another final. But do you want another final loss, like almost a guaranteed loss? Liverpool will pull our pants down. Fulham probably will be up for it and will somehow find a way to lose it. I'm sounding very pessimistic, I know. But good God, it's either we lose to Middlesbrough, which is so bad, or we just inevitably lose the final. I just don't see a good end to this campaign. Prove me wrong, please. I'm begging you. Team news, it gets worse and worse. I swear. Nkunku still out. What's going on there? What's going on? Nobody knows. We had rumours early on since that injury started again that was false and that he wouldn't be out for like 4 to 5 weeks, and being out for weeks now, that we were told it was going to be shorter. We're now looking like this could be as long or even longer than it was expected to be when those rumours came out. I don't know. It just seems like this is never going to actually end, and that we're never actually going to be able to see him hit his potential, which we might do. But at the moment, it's hard to get excited for Nkunku anymore. If we get 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there over the next 2 years, is that any fun? I don't think so. I don't know. Honestly, it's long these days. It's such a long situation. Malo Gusto, again, who has been instrumental since he's been in the side. He's had some stinkers, but he's also, for the most part, been incredible. He is also out. God knows what's happened there. I must have missed something, which leads us to guess, as usual, what we can expect. Defensively, I'm guessing either one of 3 situations, with Badiashile having been fit for a couple of weeks now. He'll slot in against, maybe with Disasi going to the right, Badiashile and Silva in the middle. Either that or Colwill comes alongside Silva, sorry. Because, I mean, likelihood is, Badiashile's not going to pip Colwill to a first team place. Either that or still Colwill and Badiashile. With Silva getting rested, who really knows? Chilwell for me starts on the left if 100% fit. Again, who knows these days? Who knows? Middle 2 of Gallagher and Caicedo with Enzo in front is what I would usually go with, purely because I don't want to see Sterling play. Just the way it is. I'm done with it. I'm sick and tired of watching him play football, even when he gets a goal, even when he gets an assist. It just grinds me gears. It really does. The performances other than that. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, I feel like he's going to go with a Palmer in the 10, Sterling to the right. But I want Palmer on the right, Mudryk on the left. Again, if Mudryk can play, who knows? Who really knows? I don't think any of these people even know. I don't think Mudryk knows if he's going to play. I don't think Pochettino knows if Mudryk's going to play. Or Chilwell or any of these players that are injury prone at the moment. Breuer up top again. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with him? He looks like he's for the off ski in a couple of days' time. So again, I don't know. We're so mudded at the moment. Predictions wise, listen, if we, again, as I said earlier in the video, if we play anything like we did in the first leg, it's a long day for us. It's a very, very long day for us. Whilst I think Borough will be up for it, and they will be, I think our home record is too good and should be too good. I think sense prevails and Chelsea get what many would have in the past deemed an expected result. Is that such a thing anymore? I don't think so. Genuinely, I think if everyone shows up, which it just won't happen, let's be honest, I think we could see 3 or 4-0, but I just can't count us out of conceding a goal in any game these days. So we'll see. Let me know what you think, your predictions, and all that good stuff down in the comments down below. My name is Harry, up the Chelsea, and peace.